Hello again, Miss Tidwell's first graders. How about some teaching time with Miss Tidwell? I wanted to share with you this week with our writers workshop. We're going back to something that we worked on earlier, and it is poetry writing pieces. And I realized we haven't had a shared reading in so long, so I have a book that I want us to take a look at, and it's going to help us remember what our shared reading was with our poetry writing for this week. So here it is with our shared reading book. Rain, sun, wind, snow. Poems about the seasons. Now, remember, sometimes as readers, you can read and get to a word that you don't remember, but there's things that you can do. Get your mouth ready, check your picture, think about what would make sense, look for any word or parts that you know, break a word into smaller pieces. All of those things are things that you can do to help yourself. Even if you skip the word, go to the end of the sentence and then come back to it and read it to see if it now makes more sense. But all of those are things that you do. Remember, you had to drop the bad habit. Don't be a mumbler. Don't be a freeze. Don't be the goofy and say something that you know doesn't make sense. All of those bad habits, drop it. Pick up a good habit. Rain, sun, wind, snow. Poems about the seasons. Ooh, take a look. What do you notice? There's a what? A table of contents. Table of contents right here. It's going to tell what poetry pieces are in this book and what pages they start on. Rain, rain, go away. Page what? 2. A sunshiny shower. Page 4. Splish, splash, spring. Page 5. Summer. Oh, skipped one. Spring. Page 6. Summer. Page 8. Summer heat. Page 10. Who has seen the wind? Page 12. And all of these too. Autumn leaves and autumn greeting. Counting snowflakes. I'm a frozen icicle. That sounds like it could be fun. The little snowman. Foolish. All of these poems in this piece are about seasons. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first poetry piece in our story. Rain, rain, go away. You might even know that this sounds like a familiar one to a song that we sing, but let's take a look. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Our friend Sophia wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. I put in Sophia's name. I could also say it again and put in Camden's name, Mariana's name, Penelope's name, Lila's name, Bella's name, Aaron's name, Darius's name, all of our friends' names. Rain, rain, go away. So it's a poem. Hey, what did I do in this poetry piece? It made it sound like a song. Here's our next poem called A Sunshiny Shower. Look how short it is. Is that okay? Yes, poems can be different things. It can be long, it can be short. It can make it sound like a song, but it doesn't have to. It can rhyme, but it doesn't have to. Remember, poetry pieces have so many different parts it could have, but it is all up to the poet. The writer gets to put in what they want to their poem. It's a way of looking at things with fresh new eyes and making it, having a regular everyday thing, look at it in a different way. This one is called A Sunshiny Shower. Covered up word, so we're not sure what this word set would be, but we can get an idea, so let's start. A sunshiny won't last half an hour. Wow, that was short and sweet. A sunshiny won't last half an hour. Well, look at the picture here that goes with it. What are the kids doing? Looks like they're out playing in the rain. A sunshiny rain won't last half an hour. Could be. A sunshiny storm won't last half an hour. A sunshiny play won't last half an hour. Those make sense, but let's go ahead and pretend like it's our second day looking and we can get our mouth ready. A sunshiny a sunshiny show. Oh, it does look like O, but OW also says ow. Sunshiny shower. A sunshiny shower won't last half an hour. Oh, that makes sense. And a shower is another word for a quick rain that pops up. Here's another poem. Splish, splash, spring. Let's see. Let's read it. Slip on your raincoat. Pull on your wading in puddles. Make splishes and splashes. Slip on your raincoat. Pull on your coat. Well, they already said raincoat. Pull on your boots. Maybe it's boots. Wading in puddles, make splishes and splashes. Could be. Let's try it. So we thought about what would make sense. Let's get our mouth ready. Pull on your galoshes. Oh, it looks like sloshes here. Splashes. Galoshes. Galoshes. It's the word galoshes. Let's read it and see if it makes sense now. Slip on your raincoat. Pull on your galoshes. Wading in puddles. Make splishes and splashes. Nice job. And hey, if we go back, remember sometimes we read words that might be an expert word or a word that maybe you're not sure about. Think about what would make sense. See what you can do to help yourself figure out an unknown word. That'll make your understanding of the poetry or the reading piece make more sense. So galoshes. If you're going to pull on your galoshes, we said boots right here. So galoshes must be a kind of boot that you wear in the rain. And that is correct. So galoshes are rain boots. We just figured out the unknown word. And if we didn't know what galoshes were, we were able to figure it out. Another great poetry piece. Splish, splash, spring. Let's take a look at another. This one is called Spring. I'm going to let you take a look at the lovely illustration first. I like this poetry piece, Spring, because it's about flowers. And it goes along with what we are doing in our science for this week, looking at the growth process of flowers and plants and talking about what flowers and plants need to grow. Spring. Pitter-patter raindrops falling from the sky. Here is my umbrella to keep me safe and dry. When the rain is over and the sun begins to glow, little flowers start to and grow and grow and grow. All right, so if I'm thinking about what would make sense here, maybe it could be grow again. Little flowers start to grow and grow and grow and grow. Could be. Little flowers start to, what is it called when the flower starts to open up? Maybe it's the word bud. Little flowers start to bud. That means when you see them just beginning to appear. And grow and grow and grow. Could be. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get our mouth ready. Little flowers start to b. Oh, it could be bloom. There's an L waiting. B. Nope. To bud. Bud. Oh, the word was bud. When flowers start to pop out on the stem or on the trees, the little bud is where you see where the flower's going to open. When the rain is over and the sun begins to glow, little flowers start to bud and grow and grow and grow. Now it makes sense. That's a great spring poem. I love how it's about the season, and it also brings in what we're talking about with planting right now. Remember, when you're doing your reading, readers think about all the things they can do to help themselves to make sure it makes sense. Readers also make sure they notice things like punctuation marks. Here's an exclamation point. It's different from the period. When I see the exclamation point, I have to say it with a little bit of excitement in my voice. Doesn't mean it has to be happy excitement. Maybe it's mad, angry, surprised. So take a look at your illustration. Does she look mad, angry, surprised? No, she looks happy. Pitter patter raindrops falling from the sky. Here is my umbrella to keep me safe and dry. That's how I would read that. This week, you boys and girls are going back to our poetry writing pieces. I want you to remember all the good things that you remember about poetry so you can write a poetry piece for the week. It can be something that is about nature, something that comes from the heart, something that's important to you. We know from when we were talking about poetry near the beginning of the year and to the middle of the year, poetry pieces are a lot of times about nature, flowers, butterflies, spring, all of those things that are happening right now in your own backyard. Go take a nature walk. Find something that you want to write a poem about. And remember, you can do your poetry piece however you want it. You are the poet. You are able to come up with it and create whatever you want in your own way for that poem. I can't wait to see them by the end of the week. You're working on poetry pieces. I'll talk to you soon. Miss Tidwell thinks you are brilliant and smart. See you soon.